Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly focus for March the 26th through to April the 1st, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Now, let's get to the cards here. Oh, one almost flipped out, and then one flipped out. Look at this. The shadow side appears for you guys. Oh, and a full moon energy. Ooh, time to rewrite the story. Time to, this is a time where you might uncover some repressed or unacknowledged part of self, of looking at something for the first time and going, how did I forget that? And it all coming back like it was yesterday. And it may very well show you where, there might be something where you might not have been able to, say, lose weight forever in a day. You might find out that the trigger was that experience and how you reacted to it, what you did in order to safeguard yourself going forward. It could be why you have just a close group of friends or you have tons of friends. It could point out to you why you are in a loving relationship or why you can't be in a loving relationship, it seems. It shows you why you don't push yourself at work or why you push yourself too hard at work. So meditation, prayer, oh, look at that, the happily ever after card tried to pop over. So I'm going to show you that when that first card came out. So realizing these things, looking at it, don't look away from any kind of negative memories this week, but try and understand what rules you made for yourself, if rules would be the word, of how to keep yourself safe, of how to cope, and see how it's not serving you anymore, or you can rewrite it in a whole new way. Let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. We put that card back in. We'll see if it comes back out. So our first card is the Hangman. So yes, it's very much about taking some time out. Meditation, prayer, reflection, grounding yourself in nature, taking a couple of deep breaths. It's really about trying to find the balance and how to make everything flow in your life a little bit easier, how to bring things together. This is about doors that may be closing because we are in the full moon energy. So it's doors that need to close so that you can, I think it's really just your overall well-being that, your belief in yourself, and your beauty, belief in your beauty, and your talents and your abilities. And so there may be some strong healing that needs to happen. There needs to be probably some closure, growing your spirituality in some way, allowing an ending to take place and going with the flow and embracing that ending, even if it's painful or unexpected. Because it moves you towards a vitality, a strength, a new love for yourself and your path forward. We have the Page of Pentacles. Definitely we are looking towards our future of our abundance, our happiness, how we are going to create it. I kind of get the sense that we are rewriting our story. Now I'm dying to see what comes up for work and career, because I keep getting this message and yet the cards aren't really here for to say it's work and career, but I feel it's work and career that you are rewriting your story of who you are in the workplace or the career sector, or starting your own business, or your talents and abilities and how that can actually make you thrive and bring in this great abundance. Pages are a young energy, so this will be a new experience for you, probably one that feels a little wobbly because it has a lot of layers of the unknown and the unexpected in it. But there's like this true sense of joy or passion that is also attached to it. We have the Four of Pentacles. We want to hold on to the past. We want to hold on to the old actions. We don't want new routines, or, we don't want to join the gym because we don't want to do that workout routine, or we really don't want to give up our time in front of Facebook or Netflix binging in order to actually go to the gym and work out. It's those kinds of things. We don't want to let go of what we have right now in fear of losing everything. So be careful of that kind of lack of thinking, especially during this full moon. Trust me on that. You want to make sure that you are having very positive thoughts, that you are going with the flow, and I don't see that as something that is going to be overly natural for you. There are going to be things that you fear losing, even though you probably know it's in your best interest to move away from, move past. We have the Justice card. Justice card's been very strong, and this is our card of the year, is it not? 2018 as an 11 energy, and so the commitment to ourselves has to be 110%. We have to look at ways of bringing a harmony into our life and making some bold and strong decisions. We really need to tap into our passion and our courage. We really need to tap into our spirituality and allow our heart and our brain to both lead the way and have that conversation so that we act in our best interest going forward. The Three of Swords, not the first time this card has shown up in the same place. Somebody might attack you. And I don't mean physically attack, but who you are or what you stand for or what you represent. People of integrity expect to be believed, and when they're not, they let time prove them right. I think you get your back against the wall here. I think the hairs on your neck kind of raise a little bit. You go into fight mode, and I think that's going to cause more problems than you ever imagined possible. I think you need to back it up. I think you need to look into your heart and say, what is the best way to move forward on this? So give it time. Remember, we have the Hangman as our very first card here. So we want to think it through. We want to do the right action or say the right words so that we get the desired result and we can go forward in harmony. So be careful of that energy there. Absolutely. But just back it up. Just think it through. Take that deep breath. Nothing is instant. Even when it seems like it's instant, it's not instant. We have time to process. We have time to take that deep breath. We have time to think about our words and our actions before we actually commit to saying or doing. So use that window of opportunity, however small it may be. And try and stay very conscious of your actions and your words. Four of Wands. This card has been showing up almost in everybody's reading. So it's a time for celebration. This is the marriage and proposal card. This is a gathering of friends and celebration for the accomplishments that you've made to this point. So definitely throw yourself a party. Definitely reward yourself, and this could even go into relationships and whatnot, and taking time to celebrate the relationships you're in, the ones that you've already made the commitment to, and maybe you are making new commitments. Once again, we're in Mercury retrograde. I highly say to you that I highly recommend that you don't make the commitment unless you have to make the commitment, to think it through, to understand what you were committing to before saying yes to anything that you might regret later on. Mercury retrogrades is not one for jumping into agreements and starting new projects and new alliances and new partnerships. Look at this, we have the Strength card. This is really telling you the way to walk forward. This is telling you to use your courage, your inner strength, your personality, to lead through compassion and understanding and respect and love, to lead by example, to do rather than to just say. This is tapping into your own strength embracing your own strength, not trying to push it down, not trying to hide it, not trying to cover it up because it might offend somebody or too bad. It's your walk, and you need to bring that beautiful strength that you have. Because sometimes when we try to hide our beautiful strength, we come out as a negative strength because we can't portray the truth. This time to portray the truth, the beauty of who you are, the abilities and talents that you bring to the table. For work and career, Seven of Wands. Oh, you might be going against the grain here. There needs to be a little bit more of a harmony when it comes to work and career. Um, but I think you're rewriting your story. This would be rewriting your story. This is standing up and saying, "I'm going this way professionally," and everybody goes, "You can't do that. You nuts." um, they don't agree with you. They oppress you. They try to hold you back. They try and talk you out of it. But this is a very strong statement. I got it from the beginning. This rewriting of your story when it comes to work, when it comes to career, when it comes for your identity, your ego, for lack of a better word, your reflection to the outside world, the outside community of who you are and where you're going and what you're doing. So expect to be tested out in the workplace, in your career, in your business ventures, in your finances, and be true to yourself and where you are going and start actually writing out that story of where you are going when it comes to finances, when it comes to your career, when it comes to what identifies you as being you. We have for love and relationships, look at this, the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. So where do you want to grow the relationships? What relationships do you want to step into? Imagine the beauty of it. Don't imagine loss, please, when it comes to relationships, because this tells me that there is a beautiful vibration around you to will in the kind of relationship you want. Now, if you're with somebody and it doesn't seem like that's the relationship, then maybe you need to have that heart-to-heart talk. Once again, we need to back it up. Remember, we had the Hangman as the first card, but also remember that the Justice card was here, saying that we may need to make some strong decisions in our life in order to have harmony, in order to have balance. And it could be that you have been allowing your partner or a friend or an associate, somebody in the community, to do something that has been irking you, bothering you, and it gets under your skin. And pretty soon you find that that's all you're thinking about. And you need to have the conversation. You need to clear the air. You need to understand what you want out of that relationship, where you want that relationship to go, where the balance needs to be within the relationship, how you can create that balance within the relationship. And it's affirming it. It's putting up the intention. It's making a wish on it, so to speak, of how the relationship is going to grow or evolve or deepen, and your part in it. Spirituality, Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands will allow you to, through our meditations and prayer, reflection, to really understand where we think that we've got everything under control, but we still have burdens that we are not facing, that we are not willing to let go of, that we, we've got it in balance, but boy, oh boy, one more thing comes as far as an obligation or responsibility, and the whole apple cart could tip over. So you really need to look at your priority list of what is clutter in your life, whether it's a group of people or a situation or maybe the items that surround you. So you will get that aha moment, that revelation, that epiphany of something that you have been carrying along, and it's been this burden, but you don't even see it anymore because it's so a part of you. and changing that in some way, or transforming it in some way, or allowing some kind of healing to come in so you're not carrying that burden any farther. Or maybe it's an ending, maybe you need to delegate something away, or um, give back the true ownership to whatever that responsibility was that you took on. The Empress is for health and well-being. You're really looking at a new way of taking care of yourself. You are being very proactive in your thoughts of how to have more vitality in your life, a stronger sense of health and well-being. So you're looking at your sleeping patterns, you're looking at what you're eating, you're looking at your exercise routines and how to start them, how to act upon them, how to raise the bar on them. I think it has a lot to do with your health, your nutrition, uh, self improvement, the duty that you have to yourself and maybe to others, and how to keep you strong and full of vitality so that you can take care of others. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.